Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in nature, baby. How to stop any self-limiting belief. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That's the question that came in. We're gonna dive into it. What is your greatest self-limiting belief right now? Think about it. A lot of people write to me saying every single day, I can't do this, I can't do that. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? I'm gonna share with you what's helped me along my journey stop self-limiting beliefs. Now, some common self-limiting beliefs. I will never be good enough. The world will never get better. Yeah, I heard that before. I will never be the weight I desire. 7-day vegan challenge. What are some of my self-limiting beliefs I had growing up? A big one, even when I was starting YouTube, was what I'm talking about won't be popular. Because I'm a deep diver, which means there's no filter, no editing. It's just straight to the core, diving deep. But I realized, whoa, that is not a good belief to have. Because after every video, the numbers kept going up. And I realized it wasn't true. And once I totally removed that, the numbers went up even more. And now we are inspiring millions. Slow motion this side. So I was actually working against myself. I wasn't doing myself any favors by having that belief. Some people have a belief, nobody likes me. Well, you are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, therefore, well, nobody will like you. I'm going to share with you 10 secrets of how to stop self-limiting beliefs and how this ties into your subconscious mind. Okay? Now, it starts with this. Let's start with the first one. We might even stop counting because that's also limiting. It's all BS. You've heard me say this. Belief systems. So when we look at our mind, which is really like a computer, every belief you have is a program in that computer. Therefore, our beliefs create our reality. Slow motion this side. Have you ever wondered why certain people, they have beliefs which don't serve them, yet they still think them? Doesn't make sense, does it? No, they don't want to have those beliefs. No, but they haven't learned how to uninstall those belief programs which are now creating their reality. Every thought you have is like a magnet. Whatever you think, you are binded to. So a lot of people, they have a very negative demeanor. And I always tell people, you want to be very careful. You are someone who is very ungrateful. Be careful because you are going to be binded to that. I meet a lot of people, great positive energy, and they are soaring in life. They're doing things with their life. They're making big moves. You don't want to be the one that gets left behind based on your attitude. So what helped me, because I used to have so many self-limiting beliefs, and I would say, wow, why am I so negative all the time, right? With these beliefs I had, right? Why aren't they working for me? Then I realized, okay, it's a program. Now I have to start changing the way I think, to start changing the way I feel, to start changing what I attract. Let me repeat that. I got to start changing the way I think, to start changing the way I feel, to start changing what I attract into my life. So I figured it out. I had all of these programs which were old programs running my reality, like I'm always going to be broke. I'm only going to be with a cat down the road for the rest of my life. Well, that's not a bad thing, but come on. This message won't reach more than 100 people. Like, I had a lot of self-limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough for society. Wait a minute, society isn't that great either. That's another story. Look, those were old programs, so I had to uninstall them by realizing it's all BS, belief systems. And then I started to install new programs. And whenever you install a new software program, you got to get used to it. You don't really know how it works, how it operates, but eventually in the long run, it's going to serve you. More so, it's going to help you become your greatest version. Now, a second secret that helped me deal with these self-limiting beliefs was this. I want you to ask yourself, is it true? That's all. Is it true? We confuse a belief with the truth. I'll give you an example. Two people, beautiful day in Ipanema Beach, right? The sun is shining. One person says, "It's such a beautiful day. I'm so happy." Is it true? Yes, because they've said it's true. They are creating their reality. Now, the other person says, the sun is shining on their face, just like the other person. They say, "I'm not happy because of what happened yesterday." And then the other person says, "But it's a beautiful day." And they say, "I don't care." Is that true? Well, they've said it. So they are creating their reality. It doesn't matter about their external reality. The only thing that matters is their perception of what is. Okay, so when we talk of self-limiting beliefs, ask yourself, is it true? You say you're not good enough. You say the world is a terrible place. Is it true? You say you won't get more than 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Is it true? That's what you got to ask yourself. Is it true? And when I used to ask myself, is it true? Sometimes you arrive at, I simply don't know, because I haven't seen into the future. So the greatest euphoria that will fill your body is when you let go of what you can't control. Slow motion this side. Okay? When you realize that your self-limiting beliefs are based on pre-existing fears, which now creep into your mind, and they've got you projecting into the future, into a place which you know nothing about. Hasn't even happened yet. Is it true? So this is where the magic happens. Some people say, I'm a bad person. Is it true? That's a self-limiting belief. Then I tell these people, you want to think about all the times you've helped people. You really did help someone at that time. They really needed help. So it's not true. Okay, so you want to provide supporting evidence to fight your case that you're a bad person. No, you are a good person. Okay, now you've won. See how far you've come. Like, I could say, I don't feel I'm making an impact. That's a self-limiting belief. Actually, is it true? No, it's not. Because just look at the numbers. That's the evidence. So we can now clearly say we are making a tremendous impact in millions of people's lives. Let's talk about what else I learned when we talk of self-limiting beliefs. Number 3, 7-day vegan challenge. Now, why are you doing this challenge? A lot of people have gone vegan just because of me. gosh, what's happening here? A lot of people go vegan for different reasons. Some people do it because they love animals. Some people do it for a spiritual reason. And some people do it because they want to lose weight. I meet people time and time again who say, Ralph, I want to get into that perfect body shape, like that woman in the magazine or that man in the magazine. I say it's Photoshop. They don't listen to me, right? So I meet a lot of women and a lot of men who say, I am unhappy with how my body looks right now. I don't feel it's quite good enough. So when we talk of that self-limiting belief, I always tell people this, that you compare yourself to other people. That is why it is hard for you. When you stop comparing yourself to other people and realize that every single person you see has a totally different body shape and size. Everybody's got a different build, and that's just the way it goes. Okay, certain people, they like 4 strawberries. Yeah, certain people like 8. Everybody's got different tastes, and therefore it's about finding, like when I talk of the plant-based diet and how to really do the 7-day vegan challenge, you got to go at your own pace. Okay, just because you've seen somebody's Instagram with all of these beautiful foods laid on the table in beautiful arrangements, it doesn't mean that you have to do that too. You can just eat the food and then take a selfie after you've eaten it, right? That's still good enough, okay? Some people say, Ralph, I feel I'm getting left behind when it comes to being up to date with the vegan message. Certain people tell me that I feel nobody's listening to my vegan message. Okay, that's a self-limiting belief. Once again, is it true? I could have said that a year ago, but now it's definitely not true because millions of people are doing it. So once again, you don't want to be creating a self-fulfilling prophecy based on the word. Word is bond. Give yourself a chance to say, actually, this 7-day vegan message, whatever, is getting out. My love for the animals is getting out. The message is getting out. Why? Because I'm making an active effort to help get the message out. Then you can relax. Come into nature and get high. Now, what else helped me to stop having all of these self-limiting beliefs? Now, stop making excuses. I've made a lot of excuses before along my early journey. I would say, someone was riding a unicycle. They said, "Do you want to go?" I said, "No, I can't do that. So I'm not going to do it." That's an excuse that makes me not want to do it. And then one time they came again, I said, "I'll give it a go." And I didn't ride it, but at least I gave it a go. Okay, and I'm a skater, but that stuff was hard, right? But I gave it a go. And because I gave it a go, I was getting the hang of it. And then the next time they came around, I actually went pretty far. Okay, because I was open to it. When you make excuses like, I can't do this, I can't do that, negative mindset, you are now justifying your behavior, justifying your actions, allowing yourself to remain where you are. It's almost like you're giving yourself an excuse not to try, not to go to the next level. Certain people say, "Oh, my life is so bad, so I'm going to stay in bed all day." You could wake up at 6 o'clock and make something of yourself, but then again, do you want to do that? Because that's going to require a lot of energy. Okay? That's why a lot of people don't want to do it. So it's a lot easier to have an excuse to keep yourself in a self-limiting belief system because it keeps you away from radical action. Slow motion this side. Can you see how our subconscious mind works? that we have these embedded self-belief systems, self-limiting belief systems, because it prevents us from actually doing something, because we have a deep-rooted fear of actually doing it, because we know subconsciously it's going to require a lot of work. You want to build a website, you got to get going. You want to make a YouTube video, you want to make a YouTube channel, see if you can do it. Make a YouTube channel right now and just see after 1 year if you get 100,000 subscribers. If you do, I'll be very surprised. You might get 200,000, but then see if you can get over 500,000, right? It takes work. It takes practice, but more so, it takes dedication. So when I stopped letting myself be governed by all of these excuses, I can't connect with people talking about the third eye. Well, actually we did, and the pineal gland. I was talking about that stuff in 2013. Now all of a sudden it's blowing up. We already did that time ago. But it just goes to show, sometimes you got to be the first one to help other people catch on to the wave, right? Now, number 5, what helped me along my journey is ask yourself this. Is it serving me? And is it helpful? A belief is just a belief. No more, no less. It's just a belief. It's just belief systems. It's all BS. It's just a program. The question is, does this program help you in becoming your greatest version? Okay? I could say I'm very, very funny. Is it true? I have no idea. But I'll tell myself that because I feel I am, so it is. But you may not find me funny. That's your business. But it's not mine. That belief could be serving me to say, can I get a hello there? So I'm going to stick with it. And the cat down the road enjoys it too. Okay? Is it serving me? And is it helpful? Certain people say, I'm the best. I'm so good at this. You might say they are cocky. It's what I call humble confidence, because how the subconscious mind works, I've trained athletes, celebrities, millionaires, multimillionaires who have this assertiveness which will blow you out of the water, because they say, I am an amazing human being. I'm like, whoa, okay. No comment. You said it, not me. If it's working for you, stick with it. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is this belief serving you and is it helpful? I meet people, I counsel people. They say, I'm no good. I'm ugly. I say, you're beautiful. They keep saying it. Now, is this belief serving you? No, it's not. Is it helpful? Definitely not. So why are you thinking that belief? Why? Because once again, it's become what we call a belief of convenience. It prevents you from stepping into radical action to actually say, this belief stops right here. So what helped me along my journey was this, to say, plain and simple, if there is an unfavorable part of my life, I will tell myself this, that no matter how many times I say, I don't like this thought is bad, this thought is negative, right? I got to be very careful of how I talk to myself. You've got to be very, very careful how you talk to yourself every single day. Because if you're not careful, you see, there's a tractor going across right now. If you're not careful how you talk to yourself, those words end up becoming reality. So you want to realize that if you say I'm not good looking, okay, but say you are work in progress, and then focus on what is working for you right now. Okay, that tractor didn't stop us. I could have said, oh my gosh, the video's over. I said, it's just a tractor. It's just part of life. Happens. No problem, right? Let's talk about number 6. Okay, now, what's helped me along my journey in an amazing way is to realize this, that a lot of people have self-limiting beliefs simply because they don't realize that their thoughts are their children. Okay, every thought you have is a child you are giving birth to. I talked about this before. So your thoughts are your children. What happens if you have thoughts which you neglect? They end up becoming unruly within your mind computer. So a lot of people, they have so many thoughts passing through them which aren't serving them, and they don't take care of them because they don't like these thoughts. So those children end up making a lot of noise through the inner critic. So what helped me along my journey was to say, okay, I get it. I'm gonna stop being in resistance to these thoughts, because once again, the more you say, I don't want to think these negative thoughts, these self-limiting beliefs, right? The more they come. The more you say, I don't want to have to deal with these negative children thoughts, the more they make noise so you can give them attention. So what helped me along my journey was to say, actually, I'm going to take care of these thoughts, because I am creating these thoughts. I am allowing them into my personal space. Okay? So realize how much power you have in creating your reality. Realize how much power you have in becoming the architect of your own reality, in choosing a positive thought over a negative one. And realize your thoughts are your children. You neglect them, they make noise. You take care of them, they're going to be not coughing. If you take care of them, they're going to take care of you. Okay? Now, number 7 is to become mindful. Now, what helped me was I talk about mindfulness meditation. Haven't seen that video? Check it out. Okay? Mindfulness meditation is where you get into the present moment 100%. You start to realize that is where you realize thoughts are just clouds. All your self-limiting beliefs are because you are living either in the past or you are anticipating a future which has not taken place yet. Okay? So what helped me was to become more mindful. I talk of meditation being the act of absorbing yourself into the present moment 100%. Once you do that, those self-limiting beliefs just fall by the wayside, okay? Because you are present. When you are present, there are no thoughts. They're just flowing past. They're just like clouds. It's only once you start overthinking, okay? Now, this is number 8. What helped me to stop self-limiting beliefs was to stop chronic ruminating and overthinking, because I call it the freeze frame. When you are stuck, really, really stuck, okay, you start overthinking. You make a problem worse. You create a problem which wasn't even there in the first place. In essence, you start reinforcing these self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so give you an example. A lot of people say, I don't look good enough. So that self-limiting belief gets them to focus on other areas of their life which aren't working. So they focus on that. Then they're overthinking even more. And they say, okay, people don't even like me. People don't even like me. So they focus on that. So it creates a domino effect into a whole load of negativity into your life, okay? Just based on overthinking. The secret to stop overthinking is to let go of who you think you are. This happens through mindfulness meditation. You become one with what you are actually experiencing, what you are interfacing with. We'll come to that later. So, when I realized that secret, you got to stop overthinking. Woo! Breathe, let go. This is life. You're going to have ups, downs, but we live to see another day. Now, let's talk about number 9. Certain times people get in the way, okay, when we talk of self-limiting beliefs, certain times people, they come into the way of your creation, of your dream, of your vision. They help, once again, reinforce those self-limiting beliefs. You become like the people you surround yourself with most often. So what helped me along my journey was to say, okay, who am I surrounding myself with? Are they rooting for me? Are they supporting me? Or are they distracting me from my life purpose? Is the entertainment you are tuning into distracting you? What's your life like? What are you doing? Are you making moves or just eating popcorn here? Right? I had to get real with myself, and that's the moment great changes started to happen. When I started to let go of certain friends, and I found you beautiful people, baby, right? That's what happens. When you let go, you get something totally different, something even more amazing. When you let go of whatever is no longer serving you, right? So your self-limiting beliefs are tied into the people that you hang around with, that you hang around most often, okay? Now, let's talk about number 10. What helped me along my journey was this, plain and simple. We sometimes get in our own way. How is it that we can get in our own way? Many times along the journey, along the road, you don't just get a tractor that goes past. No, usually that doesn't happen. You get yourself, only you, walking towards a destination like that. Who's in the way of you? Nobody but yourself. We block ourselves from reaching that destination we've been working for. We block ourselves because of certain self-limiting beliefs. I could have said, okay, there's a tractor going past, I'm getting distracted. No, I've been doing this for years. I do this in my sleep just like that. And I create infinite abundance doing it. So, how is it that we create our own self-limiting beliefs? We do it in a number of ways. I'll give you 2 simple ones. Assuming. If I assume the world is a bad place, it becomes a bad place. If I assume this tractor is going to take away my confidence, then it will happen. But it didn't, because I'm still here. If I assume that nobody likes me, then it will become a reality. If I assume anything, I am getting in the way of what is. Slow motion this side. Let me repeat that. If I assume anything, I am getting in the way of what actually is. So stop assuming to stop your self-limiting beliefs. And stop ascribing intent. Ascribing intent is where we take things personally. We think what everybody is doing is in response to us. No, right? Not even the cat down the road is that famous, right? If someone didn't call you, doesn't mean they don't like you. It could mean they're on the phone to somebody else. It's got nothing to do with you. Or they're sleeping, right? Someone doesn't respond to an email in 10 seconds, you get a panic attack, right? That's why we have self-limiting beliefs. Because once again, we are creating our reality based on where we focus. So when I stop assuming and when I stop ascribing intent, and I moved into a state of pronoia, which is where everything is working for me, instead of paranoia, where everyone and everything is working against me, life became beautiful. So develop more and more pronoia, and then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Yeah. We become what we think, literally. Have a beautiful day. We're out here, getting high. Infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You!